Alright, DJ Extreme right here. Why not? Got Nasty in the background listening to a nice mix. And I gotta say, it is off the chain. So what we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna mute that down below there so I can have the full screen effect here. So, I'm gonna start with the basics. You get the main page here, deck A as it's called. You got your two decks at the top, and a voice effects box. Of course, the volume control for both your music and your microphone are right here. I usually run mine about mic up to 70, and the music about 30. And then the fade out time about 2.4 seconds, and the fade in about 1.4, just to give you that smooth effect of coming in and out of the music. Of course, you got your playlist here, and this is actually a neat thing here. You just put your tracks in here. You can do it one of two ways. You can either do it as a directory, just find your music, or you can just click on the plus button and it'll bring up the folder. You just click the song, boom, it's in there. Another thing you can do is go to special right here in the playlist block, go to sweeper, go to sound effects, and then go to sound effects all. There's a nice little button right here. Again, you can drag them in the same way. Just do whatever you can. And then your sound effects block, it's right over here. You just click sound effects all, automatically drags them in there. Nice little thing to have. Of course, you got your history and your cue block. All nice things to have. So, go to desktop B. You got your static relays, of course, which can be set up in the static relay. That's just the graph. You got the static relays here at the bottom, and your encoders, your PAL scripts, and your FTP, and your event log you don't really need. So, if you want to just eliminate those, you can. There's really nothing to say about that. If you want to add a new encoder, just hit the plus sign right here. Just go to whatever your plugin is. Let's use MP3 as an example. Put it on high. Select your format, whatever the format qualifications are. We run 128. Oops, it's 160. There we go. And then all your server IP and stuff goes in this. And you can even save your stream to a file, so you can just play it later or something like that, or maybe you want to put it on a CD. And then you got your DJ controls on desktop C. I don't really mess with those. It's not my kind of thing. You got your clock, you got your sound effects, your cue and your voice effects over here. It's nice to have in a different spot. And then, of course, you got your manual auto DJ and play in the queue, whatever selection you want. If you want to mic up after a song, put it on manual. If you just want to keep the tunes going, keep it on auto DJ. If you want to change a tag in a song, what you do is you go to the song. You can do it either from the history, or you can do it from the playlist. Just right click on it, or you can hit Alt 3 to go into the song information. As long as it's an MP3, because Wave doesn't save the tags. Apparently this doesn't want to save either, for some odd reason. Don't know why, but normally it would. Let's go into the config. You got your member details. You don't really need those unless you're a member of Audio Realm. Your station details, you don't really need those either. Your static relays, which you've already set up I hope. Then you got your pipelines. You can change the output of where your sound comes out. Crossfader, which I have both of them disabled. But if you want to mess around with the crossfaders, you can just reselect them and mess with them the way you want. Playlist rotation, I don't really touch that because I normally just put my own songs in there. Request policy, don't really need the enable request. The general HTML output, you don't need that either. That can stay as is. And then of course your registration key. Now we're going to get into something a little bit. Oops. Oh yes, that's another thing. If you want to search a song, just hit the key. It's got a search on keystroke button. It's already selected automatically. You type in a letter, it automatically comes up. Say if you want to do Skype calls. This is the fun part. What you do is you can change your microphone, and all you need is a program called Virtual Audio Cables, unless you have a way to do it through like a mixer or something like that. If you want to, say, have two microphones hooked up, you can use line 1. Actually, it would be microphone to line 1. And then I do believe the other one can set it the same way. Not 100% sure, I haven't really done it. And holy cow, it's windy out there. Whew! I look up for 2 seconds, guys, and it is windy out. Holy cow. So, another thing you can do, of course, is your cue. Same way to add a song in there. And then I'll just quickly show you the buttons up here on the decks. You've got your play button, pause button, stop button, or load next track, which is a nice little feature to have. You can select a cue point, which would be, say if you go to your song information here, if you go down here, you can select a cue point in the custom cue point section, and you can also do it by beats per minute, which is kind of cool. Don't really need to show you the sound effects, because that's pretty much whenever you want to play them, you just play them. It won't show up on the whew, that was a little loud. See what else we got here that I can run through. Actually, the microphones will work if you select microphone on the top and select line 1 down below. And then just hit start. Do it with the other microphone. Go into your config. Go to your sound card device. Select line 1. I'm going to hit cancel, but you hit OK. And then you can just run it right from there. See what else we got here. Okay, I don't really run with the DSPs. If you want to do Skype instead of using 2 microphones in the same house, all you do is line 1, line 2, hit start, load up another one, because you can load up as many as you want. Go to line 1 to your speaker, and then microphone to line 2. just make sure that when you test them and stuff that it doesn't buffer out, because I've done that before and it sounds like shit on the other end. So, oh crap, I forgot. Before you do that, go into your control panel, and if you need to, right click on your control panel and run as your administrator. Select 2 cables and then hit set and restart, and it will automatically enable you to do the rest of the stuff. Well, that's pretty much just the runaround basics of what you can do with the program. If you want to know more, you can actually go to open the tab. You can actually go here. And it'll automatically give you hotkeys and everything else to run your broadcast. I'm pretty sure. Okay. They must have got rid of it because there was a thing here to select the different version of Caster. They got rid of that, which really isn't. It really isn't important because most of them run the same now. Anyways, in the meantime,